Hi, I'm Helen Sword. This is Helen Sword, and welcome to day 4 of this 5-day stay-at-home writing retreat. Today we're going to focus on the C in your space of writing, cognition. I think, therefore I am, therefore I write, and that helps me think. So grab your notebook and pen, and let's get ready to write. That sideways smiling C curve in our writing space is a complex conceptual construct encompassing not just cognition, but also creativity and challenge. All of these C's are equally crucial to what psychologist Mihayli Cziksentmihayli calls optimal experience, or flow. Many writers tell me that they experience a flow state, at least occasionally. That's when you're so immersed in your writing that time seems to fade away and you're completely absorbed in the moment. Often when you come out of the flow, you can't believe how long you've been underwater. You can find Cziksentmihayli's book, Flow, in the bookshop on my website at helensword.com. He explains that you're most likely to achieve that flow state when you're operating in a cognitive space of creative challenge, just beyond your comfort zone, but still within your capabilities. Whether you're a scientist writing up your lab results or a poet trying to find a way of describing moonlight on the sea. So today, after you've reviewed your time goal, your content goal, and your social, physical, and aesthetic goals for today, I'd like you to set a cognitive goal as well, which essentially is a metacognitive goal. The idea is for you to be mindful of your cognitive and creative processes throughout the day, taking notes in your notebook every hour or so, or whenever you take a writing break, about how that last stretch of writing went. See if you can identify the kinds of writing or thinking that get you into that flow state, or that don't get you there. I've found, for example, that when I'm actively composing and the words aren't coming easily, it's often because I'm trying to write about a difficult or complex topic that I haven't yet fully worked through in my own mind. So I feel out of my depth and challenged just beyond my cognitive capabilities. And as a result, I come to a moment of frustration where I just want to stand up and get something out of the fridge. The times when I reach a flow state of real enjoyment and absorption tend to happen when I'm planning a new article or chapter. I'm reading through my notes, pulling ideas together, synthesizing, mind mapping, trying to work out a structure that will allow me to present this complex tangle of ideas in a coherent way. So now when I get stuck with the writing itself, I sometimes find it useful to pull out my reading notes and my colored pencils and get myself back into that state of creative excitements. And then I try to let that excitement carry me into the writing of a few new paragraphs that I hope will capture that energy, both for me and for my readers. But your writing brain and your flow state are likely to operate completely differently from mine. The more I study writers and writing, the more I am blown away by the variety of ways that successful writers think and write. The trick with this exercise is to become alert to the ways that work best for you. Thanks for showing up to write, and I'll see you later today.